So making this video. This is Kenworth. That's not on this side, but it's a T660 cab, rear cab airbag replacement. I always wonder how this was gonna go, right? But I couldn't find any videos on YouTube, so I'm gonna make one myself. I already finished this side. I know you guys are probably wondering, well, how come you didn't show the beginning process? Well, it's because I didn't know how to do it myself. But after figuring out how to do it, which is not too complicated, I'll try to explain it as best as possible. So the first thing I did, I had to remove this. Little, you know, the leveling valve hooks up to right here. Mounts to this little lever right here for the airbag, the height to the airbags. I had to remove it because the airbag was losing so much air that it wasn't letting the cab air up, so I can place these pieces of wood underneath. I mean, you can use maybe a 2x4 and maybe some thin pieces of wood, but I have these laying around. This is what worked for me, whatever works for you. And then after I was able to air it up enough to put these pieces of wood, you know, obviously I turned off the truck, came back here, and the way you gotta do this, well, there's a bolt underneath. Let me make it easier for you guys too. I didn't know what size this was. It's a 1 1/8, you know. This bolt goes underneath. Let me see, get a better view. Right here. It goes underneath, right here. It goes underneath the airbag. So that's step one, right? You gotta, well, no, step one would be removing the hose, you know. And I got a what is it? I got a little 9 millimeter wrench to press up on it. Press up on this little piece right here. Press up and then pull down. That's step one. Step two would be removing this bolt. You know, you gotta loosen it to the left. And then after that, that's when I was a little stumped. I'm like, what's next? Because obviously you can't. There's no bolts to reach up to or none of that. But what you have to do is you have to spin the airbag. You have to spin it. Right now it's already tight. Right to the tight, left loose. And you're probably wondering, well, no shit, right? But I feel like sometimes, you know, I'd rather just mention it, you know, just so you guys know. Whoever's struggling with this, because I know. Also, you can't tell right now. I'm gonna upload another video showing it once I do the other side. I mean, I don't have no phone stand or none of that stuff to help me get better views and stuff, so sorry about all that. But anyways, on top of this airbag, when you remove it, there's a plate, a circle plate that sits on top of the airbag. It goes in between the airbag and then the bolt, the stud that sticks down. There's a stud that sticks down. So anyways, and I thought, damn, how am I gonna get this back on there? Well, I put the plate first, and then you pretty much gotta somehow figure out how to get the airbag to spin on there. It's gonna take you a few minutes. It took me no more than 5 minutes to get it on there, to twist it on there. And after that, I mean, that should be pretty about it. Obviously the new airbags do not come with this fitting, so I had to use the old fitting and screw it into that, put some liquid Teflon so it doesn't leak. And yeah, see, like, oh look, there's that plate I was telling you guys about. So this plate, you gotta put it back on there. Obviously when you take off the airbag, that plate's gonna come off. So pretty simple, I guess. Not as hard as I thought it was gonna be for being my first time and not finding anything on YouTube. But I have replaced airbags on the Peterbilt, but if you've seen the Peterbilt ones, those are a lot easier. Let me show you why. These are fucking simple as hell to do. Look how easy this is. You just remove that bolt, and then that bolt underneath. Obviously you gotta remove the this air fitting, because if not the bolt won't come out. Air fitting, then the bolt, and then this bolt, and then you're able to yank it out. But obviously you got to put something in between. You got to put something in between, that way when the air gets released from the airbags, they're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna have space. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I don't know how other people do it. If there's other ways to do it, and you guys want to chime in and let me know in the comment section, that'd be great. For me, this is what I found work. A couple pieces of wood, keep that gap. That way I can take out that airbag and put it back in. So right now I'll show you guys, I'll try to show you guys on the other side once I take it off right now. But yeah, that's about it.